Welcome back to Pretty Girl Practice. It has been a while since my last video, so I'm excited to update you guys on 10 ways that medical school has changed me, and it's kind of like an advice for life video as well. Okay, so number one, my handwriting has unfortunately gotten a little bit sloppier, and I normally have great handwriting, but I write things like over and over again to get them into my head, so I don't really have time to write neatly. And it's only been my first semester, so I can't imagine what my handwriting will look like at the end of the 4 years. It's so funny, I saw this joke, and it was like, you sure can't read the doctor's notes on the prescription, but you sure can't read the bill. I've started to use sarcasm as a coping mechanism, and don't get me wrong, I've always been sarcastic and had dry humor, but it's to the point now where I don't say just kidding at the end or laugh. And honestly, you would get your intelligence insulted daily. It's tough out here in these medical streets, and you really have to find a way to survive. So I've personally turned to sarcasm, and my insults are pretty professional, and you wouldn't even know I dissed you till a day later. I'm pretty slick. Don't be a smartass. So I personally get corrected all the time, and not necessarily in a way that's beneficial for learning. You will get looked at like you're the stupidest thing ever, just because you asked a question. You really just didn't know. And it can be from your own classmates, it can be from your professor. And honestly, I really feel like it's one of those things that I'm just never going to become immune to. Having a strong support system and strong faith is crucial. If God brought you to it, He will bring you through it. Honestly, the first couple months of med school, I felt like I was losing myself. I felt like a zombie, all I did was study all the time. I wasn't the same happy person that I usually am. I lost the pep in my step, and it just felt like I wasn't even fun anymore. So my friends really helped to remind me of who I really am. And, I still have to find ways to channel my inner Creancé daily because I don't want to lose myself in med school. I am learning to not take things so personally. As I mentioned in the previous point, you will get your entire existence shut down daily, so you really just have to grow thicker skin. Remove all negativity from your life immediately. I started doing this actually my senior year of college before med school started. But, whether it's the friend that always has something negative to say, or the guy that only calls you late at night when it's convenient for him, let it go. School is hard enough as it is. You don't need to be choosing people in your life that bring you down or make you feel less of yourself. Taking care of yourself is a full-time job. Don't make it harder than it has to be. Surround yourself with people that love you for you. Be present in the moment. So this long-term gratification thing lies in the heart of all medical students because med school lasts 4 years, residency lasts 3+ years, and if you do a fellowship, how old will you really be? So don't put your life on hold till after you graduate or something like that. You can still enjoy your life today. I'm 22, I'm still in my prime. I'll never be 22 again. And it's important for me to have memories to cherish in the future and still have lots of pictures to show. So don't forget to have fun and treat yourself. You deserve it. Don't be too proud to ask for help or that you don't understand something. For a lot of us, med school is the first time we've actually ever been challenged to this extent. Things naturally come to us. We've always been the smartest. But in med school, everybody's smart. So it can be really hard to speak up sometimes and say that you need help. But we're human. It's necessary. It's okay to ask for help. I'm still learning myself. Don't base your self-worth on your academic performance. Before all else, you're someone's sister or brother, someone's son or daughter, someone's friend. So if you perform poorly on a test, please don't feel worthless or like you don't deserve something. Simply learn from it and do better the next time. And the same for the other way around. Don't feel all high and mighty because you got a super A on the test, because these roles could easily reverse. For example, someone can do great on the lecture part of the exam, but then actually fail the clinical part of the exam where they had to touch and interact with a human. So be humble, fam. Be humble. And lastly, don't forget who you are. Have a life outside of medicine. Medicine will never be my entire life. That whole thing about how some people can't have a normal conversation with someone who's not in medical school, I can't relate. I love talking to people who aren't in the same field as me. It's actually refreshing. But then again, most of my friends in college were not pre-med. I have lots of outside interests and things to talk about besides school. For example, I can talk about Kim Kardashian's robbery, or I can talk about how social media is actually changing our whole psychological dynamic. Like, I got you on the combos. I can go all day about so many different things. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed my unique perspective on how medical school has changed me. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback. And please be sure to follow me on Instagram at Pretty Girl Practice, like on Facebook, and check out my blog on WordPress. Alright guys, until next time.